Now we're going to pretend like I can do something like Chair Huntsman does. Well, that can't happen. So I'll be fast because he had a couple of really important things he wanted to bring up today. So Jeff, are you going to pull this up for him? He wanted to bring up something that's been really cool that over the last 6 years, and he used the term that 6 years has really paid off, that over our special education staff under the direction of Leah Voorhees has been working diligently to improve compliance in our districts and our charters and under IDA. And this year, the review from the federal government saw this improvement of 63.75% of compliance metrics to 82.5%, which makes it so that we meet the requirements. So this is pretty impressive, and I wish Leah were here, but could we give her a round of applause anyway? So, and her team, and of course, Miss Leah's team. And then on Monday and Tuesday this week, they had a special education law conference, which was free and you could virtually attend, which I thought was really awesome. And they had 7 national presenters who came. And the participants were able to send in questions and to be able to have these people from all over the nation to be able to answer these questions on SPED law and different things it was really important. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, they had, what? Yes.
That was an excellent conference.
Excellent. So, and you probably couldn't hear Board Member Lear on that. So why don't you say that so that it can be heard?
I just say I attended the SPED conference, and they actually, because of course I'm always late to register, let me come to the building to hear it with the staff, and it was an excellent conference. The national presenters were great, but I really think the highlight of the conference was the question and answer that involved the staff at the end of the conference. And they had just really good questions, and the staff answers were excellent too, so.
Thank you. Thank you for that input too. And then there was also, on Wednesday and Thursday, there was Utah Virtual Systems Conference with some national keynote speakers who came, and they had several different breakouts. They talked about behavior, mental fitness, effective instruction, family engagement, and funding. And many LEAs came to the conference. It was opportunity for wide input and discussion with our Utah educators. There's a picture here. Who is this in this? This is Sid Seeger and Emily Berry and Sam Garcia. They were from the command center. I think that's kind of fun. That's where the conference was being held from. And then on Friday, the special education team facilitated a day-long annual performance report summit at which 200 special educator stakeholders gathered virtually to review 5 years of Utah's special education compliance and outcomes data. So our special ed department is fabulous. They have really, over the last 5 years, just made some great gains. So I'm appreciative of them personally. And then I wanted to just give this one report on USIMS. And if you can find out more about USIMS and the updates of course, on our YouTube channel, but also there are several new pieces coming for current and future. It might be a checklist for institutions, middle names, genders, ethnicity, all that kind of stuff. The new portal will be available. There's just so many pieces coming up. You can read that. I don't need to read that whole thing to you. So anyway, and then before we leave tonight, when mics are off, I need to give you a quick little report. It's not an executive session thing, and so personal thing before the board leaves, okay? So because I forgot earlier. So